Collecting information about web domains is one of the major sources by which proper information profiles about the target can be constructed. When a domain name is purchased, the owner has to submit some details which are stored with the domain registrar. Domain registrar is an authority which oversees domains. It is a very popular form of information gathering. Hence, domain registrars provide options for data privacy. Popular search engines include who.is, whois.net, and domaintools.com. Apart from such search apps, domain registrars provide their own search tools to find out information about domains registered by them. Moving on, people search forgoes organizational information and instead concentrates on individuals. People searches are an important part of recon on individuals, and a wide range of companies offer such services over the internet. There are some prerequisites when it comes to availing such services and several ranges of prices involved. Also, such services are kept on the down low as they are more vulnerable to misuse. Finding out information through this technique is more popular in the USA as the records are managed and kept online. Some of the common web services include people.com as in pipl.com and spoke.com. Collecting organizational information is also an essential aspect of the overall recon stage, and such information is accessible all over the internet, forums, and blogs. These turn out to be a great source of information these days, and with information breaches occurring on a regular basis, it is not hard at all to gather substantial confidential information. Social engineering also helps a lot to glean information from sources associated with the organization in question. With promotion and marketing of an organization comes the risk of increasing sources of recon. With the pervasiveness of social media, aggregation of information is not that difficult a task. Newspapers, letters, and press releases also help provide information about an organization. Automated tools such as Maltigo crawl through preset database servers give related information about a company or organization, which comes in handy during time constraints. Refining a target's location, although sounding a little fancy, is straightforward but not without limitations. It is mostly used by law enforcement agencies to track down cybercriminals. The tracing is dependent on the situation in question, such as tracing an email, and rifling through the header information helps track the servers through which an email had passed, and in majority of the cases, the origin too. Now, with social networking sites including locations in users' updates, it can come as a handy tool for location tracing by aggregating inputs over a period of time. Now, social networks have pervaded our lives to a surprising extent. Social networks hold probably the largest wealth of information when it comes to entities interacting in the social world, such as individuals, organizations, etc. Thus, it is a favorite among cybercriminals and a significant liability for security professionals. Using social sites, information profiles about the target are built and plans are made to incorporate those in later steps. Apart from social networks, professional networks also offer valuable information about individuals which can be added to the information profile. Moving into some more detail, we shall see about a certain DNS record type named MX entry. MX stands for mail exchanger. A DNS record type which provides information about the mail exchangers of a particular domain name. Such information can be extracted using NSLOOKUP or other DNS diggers. This is a very useful method to collect information about mail exchangers or servers handling emails and in an organization's network. It is an indispensable source of information for testers and attackers alike, as it gives them an idea about the network topology, transmissions, and exchange points of emails on the network. For Windows-based systems, typing NSLOOKUP in the command utility accesses the relevant panel. Apart from MX entries, several other record types can be fetched using this tool. Going on to traceroute, as the name suggests, it provides information about intermediary devices between two nodes in a network. Apart from being a network diagnostic tool, it also helps in collecting information about the route followed by the data packets from one point to another. It is accessed using tracert command in Windows-based systems and trace or traceroute in Linux-based devices. Aside from the route, it also gives a rough estimation of how the network is performing from the displayed reply timings. For penetration testing and security based information gathering, it reveals the closest devices to the target, which can then be enumerated and tested. This process can be employed visually using several tools such as NeoTrace Pro and through online websites such as whatismyipaddress.com and yougetsignal.com. Besides deploying various tools and sifting through social networks, viewing older archived pages is a good source of information during recon stages. To put it in a formal manner, it is defined as a method of finding out information from viewing old versions of web pages associated with the targets. It involves browsing of snapshots taken over a period of time to find out information that has been replaced in that period. A web application named archive.org provides a list of snapshots for numerous domain names by virtue of which a lots of information such as removed contact data can be procured. Typing the required domain name and specifying time would showcase snapshots of the website at that instant. Using this technique, organization-related information can be gathered and put in the relevant information profile document. Apart from the aforementioned sources of recon, website crawls and mirrors are a very handy source of information and offers deeper understanding of the web application and its data. Crawling refers to the process of browsing through a web page to find out outgoing links. Mirroring of a website is defined as the process of downloading all the pages of a website in order to traverse and analyze it. Both these processes together are done to make information gathering of the website much more convenient. Once the website is downloaded, it is possible to see all the constituent elements going into information gathering to much more depth. Browsing through the website could reveal a lot of data such as employee names, email addresses, phone numbers, etc. Banner grabbing refers to the process of finding out server details using a measured request and response scheme, specially formulated to collect relevant information. In banner grabbing, the attacker tries to enumerate various services of a system and through the server responses gleans out important data which can be utilized for test plans. In the response example shown here, some of the server details that are extracted are the OS type, the version of the Apache service, the server date, and last modification date values. Coming to the most important part, prevention of data breaches due to such processes is what we are concerned with here. Some of the basic prevention techniques include regulating information disclosure in web applications through checking of presented content as well as response headers. For organizations, it would include a stringent and strict information security policy which is duly enforced and followed to the letter. For individuals, it would require awareness about social engineering techniques and following strict cautionary measures to prevent information disclosure. Prevention measures based on technical aspects are implemented using network and endpoint devices, and for individuals, policies should be implemented from an individual as well as an organizational standpoint.